Why do couples not know when to stop when the relationship becomes this toxic?
Tiger police. What's going on today?
Hi. I just moved in here a few days ago. Me and my baby dad have split recently, and he has not been handling well. He's been hurting me. I have bruises and marks all over. I just got DoorDash order. My door's unlocked, and he just walked straight in and just started. He went upstairs. I have my guy friends here. We just ordered pizza, and he kicked my friend out, and then just started banging on me through my phone. He broke my controller. Right there, stepping on it, and he broke a few more things, and then he freaking punched me up, and
let me take a look. You got,
Where did you get struck?
I got marks like on my like.
Okay.
Did that happen today?
Yeah, and then he strangled me like 2 days ago. I couldn't breathe.
Did you call us then?
I didn't know. It's just like he has my son, and he won't give me my son back. I have full custody right now.
White male, black male?
He's black. He's 6'2". He wears glasses.
Took your child?
Yeah, he was supposed to be watching him for a couple days. It was his turn to watch him. I've been trying to like work it out with him, not go to court and just like be simple. But he went to go drop him off, and then saw my friend was here and started to break. He grabbed that, threw it, came downstairs, started breaking stuff, kicked my friend out, and then grabbed my baby, grabbed a whole bunch of his stuff, and ran out. And now he's at his mom's, and his mom, and no, he hasn't his car, but his mom and his sister's been making, they've been texting me, talking shit, calling me names.
How did he leave?
He ran out and got in the car with the baby. White Honda Civic.
Today, did he strike you at all?
Yeah, he struck me in my face and threw me up against the wall a few times.
Open, close fist. Open hand,
close fist.
Where did he hit you in the face?
I'm right here, my eye right here. So what's gonna happen with my son? I'm gonna answer. I'm just gonna grab my son.
Okay, well, right now we're trying to find him.
Okay.
Yeah. And once we do, we'll handle from there, okay?
Okay.
47 with them.
Put your hands out of the car! Put your hands out of the car! Put your hands out of the car!
The kid's in there, kid's in there.
Shut off the car! Shut off the car!
47, hold the channel. We have him. The kid's in the car.
Alright, with your left hand, go ahead and open up the driver's side door!
Walking back to me, I'll go hands.
Alright, go ahead and step back and face away from me. So step out of the car, face away from me. We got it! Hey, you two settle down right now. We got it, stop talking. Be quiet.
Hey, Hudson gives
go
commands.
Ahead, under your seatbelt. Okay, go ahead. Okay, just continue to listen, okay? Go ahead and step out, face away from me. Alright, interlace your fingers on top of your head. Alright, step back to the sound of my voice. Step back. Step back. Step back. Keep coming. Keep coming. Go to your left. Step to your left. Step to your left. Keep coming.
Keep coming back.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Yes, alright. Where's the kid out of the back seat? Alright.
Hi, Bubba. Hello. Okay, we got it. Just chill out for a second and we'll talk, dude.
This Ohio Bodycam case from January 12, 2025, turns on a single, frequently misunderstood point of family law. Ohio Revised Code, Section 31942 is unambiguous. An unmarried woman who gives birth is the sole residential parent and legal custodian of the child until a court of competent jurisdiction orders otherwise. Acknowledged paternity on the birth certificate does not defeat this rule. It establishes the legal parent-child relationship for child support and inheritance, but it confers no custodial or visitation rights by itself. Those rights require an action for allocation of parental rights and responsibilities in juvenile or domestic relations court. A father without a court order has no greater removal rights than a stranger. Taking the child against the mother's objection is, at minimum, interference with custody under Revised Code Section 21923.
Give me a different plate. King Lincoln Tom.
7777.
I saw you on R2 as I was turning on R2.
The thing is, I had him all day though.
Okay, we'll figure all that out, okay? Here, you can put him in here.
No, I know.
Oh.
You put it up in fire.
Oh,
Oh, it's okay.
What are their names?
That's my mom, Sakina, and my little sister, Mariah.
Okay.
We got a call.
But
That
you know,
okay. So you guys know the situation already. We gotta investigate. We gotta investigate it, and it's okay. What's the? Do you know the custody agreement with the kids or anything like that?
They have. He is on the birth certificate.
Right.
The baby has his last name.
They
live together. They share an apartment together.
Mhm.
They share an apartment together.
Okay.
I had the baby. He picked the baby up.
You know the address of the apartment they share?
They stay up there on Chapel Hill. I have no idea.
Mom, they talk about it's a possible kidnapping.
So we need to figure it out.
That is his son, bro.
So listen. With you guys yelling, no, we can't figure that out. So any information you have is helpful, okay? But we need you to talk to us, okay? I know. Okay. But see, we
He said yes.
So
they're in his phone.
Okay. Well, there's no denying it's his kid. We're not saying that. She said something about a court order.
There is no court order. I swear on everything I love.
Okay.
He is on the birth certificate. Jakari has his last name.
listen, then maybe you'd understand. It's a possible kidnapping right now. Okay. I know, but something happened. Okay, over at the mom's address. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. So I can't provide all that information to you. Okay, but that's where we're at right now. So right now we're figuring that out. Okay. Have they
ever been married?
No.
Okay, so per Ohio law, it doesn't matter if he's the father or not, unless he has a court order saying he has custody of the child or share custody of the child.
Yeah.
The mother has 100% custody of that child, and he cannot take that child without any rights or anything.
But
Unless
if it's on the certificate,
doesn't matter.
But this is not a mother state anymore.
I'm sorry, what?
This is not a mother state anymore.
She knows everything.
Incorrect.
This is still a mother state?
It is correct.
So, but he's had the baby and she knows the baby.
So the unwed mother has 100% custody of the child until otherwise given by the court. That's what it says in the state of Ohio. Okay.
She asked him to keep the baby tonight.
Okay.
She texted him.
That's why I don't
Well,
know.
we're figuring it all out now and stuff. Whatever.
All right, we have a legal reason to detain him.
Yeah.
That's what we're figuring out.
So there's officers on scene over there. Right.
That he's just detained for the investigation. Okay. No one's hurt. Everything's okay. He's being cooperative. I understand why you're upset. Okay. But when we have knowledge that it's a possible kidnapping, we have to respond to this. But we don't know. But listen to me. But we don't know that until we investigate it, right?
Mariah, go in the house, please.
So if we didn't respond this way and a kid got hurt, then it would still be our faults, right?
Okay. So I'm going to explain everything here in a second from what I know, okay? Because right now I'm assisting, okay? But I'm going to read your rights, okay? Because I'm going to ask you some questions anyways. Not to answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand that? Okay, so what transpired today between you and the child's mother?
So he was with me all day today, sir. Like from the moment we left our work.
The domestic violence charge rests on Revised Code Section 29925, which prohibits knowingly causing or attempting to cause physical harm to a household member. A first offense is a first-degree misdemeanor. A second offense becomes a fourth-degree felony. Critically, the statute does not require completed contact or visible injury. An attempt suffices. The suspect's own admission that he pushed her independently satisfies the statutory element. The most significant constitutional issue is Miranda. The officer states only, quote, "You have the right to not answer any questions." If that is the complete advisement, it is constitutionally inadequate. Miranda v. Arizona, 1966, requires 4 warnings for custodial interrogation: the right to remain silent, the warning that statements may be used in court, the right to counsel, and the right to appointed counsel if the suspect cannot afford one. Florida v. Powell, 2010, allows flexibility in wording but still requires that all 4 rights be reasonably conveyed. A bare reference to silence with no mention of counsel does not meet that bar. Any inculpatory statements that follow are vulnerable to suppression on motion.
Actually, he was with my mom this morning. He was with me last night. I picked him up around 2:30. My mom had to go up to West Side for something. I picked him up at 2:30. He's in me over my sister's house. My sister stays right down the street, right down there, right past Anderson. He's with me all day. I was trying to contact his mom so she can see him. You know, she hasn't seen him. I'm FaceTiming her. She's not answering. And like earlier, she texted me. She's like, "Is my mom keeping her tonight?" She wanted either me or my mom to keep her tonight. So I said, okay. I was trying to FaceTime her so she can see him. She's not answering my FaceTime calls. You know, like we were just together. She got her assisted housing. I caught her texting another guy. I'm like, yo, okay, right, we're done. I'm not doing this. She told me she wouldn't have no other dudes over there, but I knew there was a guy over there. By the way, she wasn't answering my calls, and she just hung up so abruptly. So I went over there. I brought Jakari, my son. I brought him over there. The door was unlocked. I'm knocking on the door. I'm knocking on the door, and me knocking on the door pushes the door open. So the door was unlocked when I got there. So I closed the door. I'm walking upstairs. She's at the top of the stairs. I'm like, I tried to call you. Why not y'all answering? I walk in the room. There's another dude in there. So I'm like, yeah, bro, you gotta go. You gotta leave. I didn't put my hands on him or nothing. I'm like, you gotta leave. He just left. So I'm like, we're going back and forth. Why are you got nothing to do here? I'm trying to put Jakari's coat on so we can leave. And she's just like, stop taking my son. You're not taking my son. I'm trying to put the coat on him. She's constantly grabbing on me, hitting me while I'm trying to put the coat on him so we can leave. But she wasn't asking for him all day. Like I had the text messages, she didn't want him all day until I got there and caught her with another dude in the bed. So I'm just like, I'm taking Jakari. You're not taking him. Like you didn't want him all day. So I'm trying to put his coat on. And she just hit me and pulling on me and hitting me. So I pushed her away from me because she won't stop coming at me.
Where was she hitting you at?
Back of my head, like, cause I was facing away from her. Like I had the baby on the. You don't see nothing, but
I'm just looking.
She hit me on my head, hit me on the back of my neck, on my spine, like. So I'm like, back up, like stop. Like I never punched her, I never closed hand her, I never open handed her. I just pushed her. Like get off of me, stop hitting me. I'm trying to leave. And then I ended up leaving. I get here, she's like, bring my son back or I'm calling the police. I'm like, you calling the police? You don't even want him all day. Like, call the police. Like,
but you understand too, if she has 100% full custody, no matter what, if she wants the child, she has to have the child.
Okay, I understand it, but she didn't tell me she wanted him back until I got back here. I just got back here like 10 minutes ago. And that's when she was like, call the police.
So you were just driving around?
No, I left. I came back here. This is my mom's house.
Well, I know, but I just saw you on an archway.
Yeah, I was going. She said she was gonna call the police, so I was bringing my son back to her. Okay. I didn't even get the chance to get there. She already called the police.
Okay. All right, just sit tight for me so I will figure this all out, okay? Because right now this is coming in. It came in as a kidnapping. Okay.
Now, are you serious?
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to.
Can I ask you a question though, sir?
Huh?
How is it a kidnapping when I have my son?
So she's claiming that you assaulted her there, okay, and then took the child, which she has 100% full custody of, okay, which can constitute that, okay. So that's why, and that you broke into the apartment. Okay,
I didn't break into the apartment.
Listen, I'm just explaining it to you. That's why I wanted your story. Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. Okay.
The door was unlocked.
Well, that's where we're at right now. Okay, so that's why we're figuring out. Just let us do our job, and we'll figure it out. Okay.
I'm compliant.
All right.
Do you want him charged with the destruction of your property as well? For the controller?
Somebody has to pay for any damage he did.
So he's already gone to jail.
Okay.
He's going to go to jail. But do you want him also charged with the destruction of the controller?
That's fine. It's a stupid controller.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm it.
She won't damage it.
No, she just wants the DVDs.
Okay.
Yeah. Struck her multiple times, leaving visible injuries. That's
I'll
it.
run the care for you guys.
She is a liar, man.
I know, but apparently I'm not there. But
she is a liar. My son has never, ever, if you listen to this recording, she jumps on him. He has never put his hands on her. Ever, never, never. She has always been the one. I can let you listen to one right now. Where is my phone, Mariah?
Okay.
So she's going to jail tonight, but if you actually want this to stick, you do have to put in some, work for it. We're going to sign on your behalf just because we have to transport your child and everything. But understand that if you do want him to stay with DV, and remember, he came into your house, he hit you, he took the kid. If you want that actually to stick, you have to go through with the court, okay?
So she got bruises, bumps, and all of that.
She does.
So,
Apron.
so her putting his hands on him too, he's still gonna.
So,
I was wondering, is she on her way here?
who, mom? That I don't know, but you're going to be going to jail for domestic, okay? Because her eye's swollen shut. So.
I didn't hit her in the eye, though.
Well, her eye's swollen shut somehow. So you're going to go to jail for domestic violence today.
Can I call her at least one time? Can I talk to her?
No.
I can't talk to her at all.
Sorry, bud.
Can I talk to my mom?
Huh? Maybe when the wagon gets here, okay?
Is there any way they can get dropped before? Like, can she drop them at any time?
Yeah, she could drop the charge at any time. That's up to the victim. Well, it's just on her court. You can't coerce a victim to drop a charge, okay? Because that's another charge. I know, but that's another charge then if you were to do that. So just
how long
don't do
until
that.
the wagon gets here so I can talk to my mom?
Well, like I said, I don't know if you'll be able to talk to your mom, but it'll be here soon.
I know you didn't, son. I know, because that's not the type of person you are.
And the door, she said that I broke into the house. The door was already
live
unlocked.
there.
No, her new place, the door was already unlocked. Like, I was knocking on it, and me knocking on the door pushed the door open.
It's okay.
And I seen her at the top of the stairs, so I just walked in. I have her kid. How am I breaking the house when I have the kid? And they said I'm going to jail for domestic. Can you just?
I got you, son. You know I
talk
got you.
Talk to her, please. Like,
You know I
talk
got
to
you.
Liv.
The high-risk vehicle stop itself is lawful. Terry versus Ohio and United States versus Hensley authorize stops on dispatch-relayed reasonable suspicion. The harder question is proportionality under Graham versus Connor. A felony stop at gunpoint with a small child in the back seat demands more than a contested custody framing. The kidnapping classification was a dispatcher label, not a confirmed fact. The prior strangulation allegation is the most serious item in the case. Revised Code Section 29031, effective April 4, 2023, made Ohio the final state to recognize strangulation as a standalone felony. Baseline conduct is a 5th-degree felony. Against a household member, it elevates to the 4th degree. Serious physical harm makes it a felony of the 2nd degree. The victim's statement that she could not breathe is directly responsive to the statute. The officer's caution against coercing the victim is legally sound. Pressuring a victim to drop charges is itself an offense under Section 292104, and the state, not the victim, owns the prosecution under Crawford versus Washington. Now the grades. The responding officer earns a B+ for accurate statutory explanation and discipline de-escalation, reduced by the truncated Miranda advisement. The vehicle stop officer earns a B for textbook mechanics, applied to an arguably inflated threat profile. The complainant earns a B, reduced for failing to report the prior strangulation when it occurred. The suspect earns a D+. His own narrative establishes domestic violence and interference with custody. 3 lessons. First, parentage is not custody. A birth certificate without a court order confers no removal rights. Second, a complete Miranda advisement is not optional. All 4 warnings, every time. Third, in domestic disputes, the remedy is the courthouse, never self-help. Any contrary instinct ends in handcuffs and a permanent record. Leave your analysis in the comments. Subscribe for more legal breakdowns. Thank you for watching.